Gonna catch me some Thanksgiving trout today. Gonna catch me some Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving. Streamside chat, that's right. Hey, how are ya? And on the fly here. That's right, it's time for this week's Streamside chat. And I had a question. Someone wrote in and they said, why are brown trout and rainbow trout different colors in a stream all year long? Well, you can catch one brown trout in one pocket of water, walk 100 feet, catch another one, and they're totally different colors. Why? Well, let me tell you, there's a reason. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about the different colors of trout. Like I said again, brown trout and rainbow trout. Brown trout normally dark olive bodied, light colored fins with very bright red orange spots on them. Okay, so when we're talking about rainbow trout, light silvery greenish more often than not on the body with very dark spots on it. Now when we're talking about rainbow trout, and here's some pictures of some rainbow trout that I've caught, different colors. Now you can tell when they've been in the stream or the creek for a long period of time, or they just come out of the lake. When they just come out of the lake, they're very silvery. Most trout are, including brown trout. They're not as dark. They don't have those vivid colors like they normally do when they've been in the creek for so long. So take, for instance, brown trout. Here's a brown trout that is very silvery, that just came out of the lake, as you can see. And here is a awesome brown trout that's been in the creek for a very long time, a resident that's been under a log, has camouflaged itself from its predatory fish that could be in the creek, be it steelhead or larger rainbow trout or even larger brown trout. And you can see the color on this brown trout now. Now, when you're talking about rainbow trout, here's a picture of a steelhead. Yes, steelhead are rainbows, but lake run rainbow when they come into spawn. But again, here's a steelhead that's very bright, has a little bit of color. But then you'll look at a steelhead later, and or a rainbow trout for that matter, that's been in the creek for a long time, and look at the colors on this guy. Now that's the difference. Depending on the tannins in the water, they're going to get darker. If they've been in there for a long time, they're going to get camouflaged. Again, what also can affect it, let's talk about what they eat. If they, what they're eating in the creek. If they're coming out of the lake, they're eating a lot of shrimp. They're going to get this little pink tinge to them also. So when we're talking about rainbow trout, you'll see a big difference in colors from stream to stream, creek to creek, river to river, lake to lake. And that's a great thing about trout. Depending on where you catch them, they're just going to be, you just want to see the colors when they come out of the water, what they look like. And that's the awesome part about fishing, fly fishing in particular in this case. But again, I just love the colors of the different trout when you catch them. When you got them hooked, you just want to see them. You net them, pretty fish, let them go. It's all good. So I want to thank that individual who wrote in and asked that question about why trout in streams, creeks, and rivers have different colors from one day to another, from 1 week to another, from 1 month to another, as far as rainbows and brown trouts in particular. So again, happy Thanksgiving, and I look forward to the next week's Streamside chat, and I look forward to the next question. Until then, don't forget, Manny on the fly, and follow the adventure.